Welcome to the channel where we dive deep into the hidden treasures of everyday coins. And trust me, you won't believe what some of them are worth. Today we're talking about the quarter dollar. Yes, that simple 25-cent coin that could actually be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. So hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss this. Let's get started. Top 1. Would you believe that a 1965 USA quarter, a coin that looks completely ordinary, could be worth a mind-blowing $150,000? That's right, some 1965 quarters aren't just worth 25 cents. They could change your life. I end this video. I'll reveal why certain 1965 quarters are highly valuable, the rare minting errors that make them special, and how to know if you have one of these $150,000 treasures. Stick around. You don't want to miss this. Why is a 1965 quarter worth $150,000? You might wonder, what makes a 1965 quarter so valuable? After all, millions of them were minted. But here's the secret. 1965 was a transitional year for U.S. quarters. The U.S. Mint switched from 90% silver to copper-nickel-clad coins. However, a small number of 1,965 quarters were mistakenly struck on silver planchets, the same as quarters from 1964. But these rare silver 1965 quarters are what collectors are hunting for, and one sold for an astonishing $150,000. Rare minting errors to watch for. 1. Silver planchet error. Most valuable. Most 1965 quarters are made from copper-nickel. However, a few were accidentally struck on silver planchets left over from 1964. To check. Weigh the coin. Silver quarters weigh 6.25 grams, while regular 1965 quarters weigh 5.67 grams. Listen to the sound. Drop it on a hard surface. Silver quarters have a higher pitched ring compared to copper-nickel. Check the edges. Silver quarters lack the copper-colored band you see on regular quarters. Point 2. Double die obverse, DDO. In rare cases, the front of the coin was struck twice, creating doubling on the letters or numbers. Look closely at Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1965. If you notice any doubling, this could make your quarter extremely valuable. Point 3. Off-center strike. Some 1965 quarters were struck off-center, leading to a misaligned design. The more off-center the coin, the higher the value. A quarter that's 40 to 60% off-center can sell for thousands of dollars. Point 4. Transitional planchet error. Some quarters may have been struck on planchets meant for other coins, resulting in odd colors, weights, or sizes. If your quarter looks unusual or has a strange tint, it might be a rare transitional error. The $150,000 quarter. A shocking auction sale recently. A 1965 quarter struck on a silver planchet in near-perfect condition sold for an eye-popping $150,000 at auction. Collectors were willing to bid high because of the coin's rarity and the historical significance of the 1965 transition. How to identify a $150,000 quarter. Here's how to check if your 1965 quarter could be worth a fortune. Weigh it. Use a digital scale. If the quarter weighs 6.25 grams, you might have a rare silver quarter. Edge inspection. A standard 1965 quarter has a copper edge. If the edge is solid silver with no copper, this is a strong sign your quarter was struck on a silver planchet. Drop test. Drop the quarter on a hard surface. A silver quarter will produce a clear, high-pitched ringing sound. Check for doubling. Examine the lettering and numbers under magnification. Look for shadowing or doubled letters on the front of the coin. Why are these quarters so valuable? Transitional errors are rare. The Mint's switch from silver to copper-nickel made transitional errors highly collectible. Historical significance. 1965 marks the end of silver quarters, making any silver-struck 1965 quarter part of a unique moment in coin history. Collector demand. Coin collectors are always willing to pay top dollar for rare and valuable mint errors. Could you have one? The exciting part is, these valuable 1965 quarters are still out there. They could be sitting in your pocket, coin jar, or loose change right now. Next time you see a 1965 quarter, don't ignore it. Check the weight, listen to the sound, and inspect the edges. You might be holding a $150,000 treasure. Top 2. What if I told you that a simple 1972 USA quarter could be worth a staggering $162,000? That's right. One of the most common coins in circulation could be hiding unbelievable value. I end this video. I'll explain why certain 1972 quarters are selling for huge amounts, the rare minting errors that make them valuable, and how you can check if you have one of these rare treasures. Let's dive in. This could change the way you see your loose change. Why is a 1972 quarter worth $1.62,000? Most 1972 quarters are just worth face value, 25 cents. However, a rare few have unique errors and minting mistakes that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. In a recent auction, a rare 1972 quarter sold for an astonishing $1.62,000. But why? Let's break down the key reasons. Rare minting errors that increase value. 1. Double die obverse. DDO, one of the most valuable errors is the double die obverse. This occurs when the front design is struck twice, causing a doubling effect on the words and numbers. Look closely at Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1972. If the letters or numbers appear shadowed or doubled, you could be holding a coin worth thousands. 2. Off-center strike. Some 1972 quarters were struck off-center, resulting in a misaligned or incomplete design. The more off-center the strike, the higher the coin's value. A 40% to 60% off-center strike can fetch significant amounts. 3. Transitional planchet error. Occasionally, 1972 quarters were mistakenly struck on silver planchets left over from earlier coin batches. To check. Weigh the coin. Silver quarters weigh 6.25 grams, while regular quarters weigh 5.67 grams. Look at the edge. A silver quarter will have a solid silver edge, while standard quarters show a copper-colored band. 4. Clipped planchet error. This error occurs when part of the metal planchet is clipped before striking, leaving a noticeable chunk missing. Depending on the severity, these clipped quarters can be worth hundreds or thousands. The $162,000 quarter. A record auction sale. In a recent high-profile auction, a 1972 quarter with a rare combination of double die errors and pristine condition sold for $162,000. Collectors and coin enthusiasts battled over this unique piece, driving the price to astonishing heights. How to identify a $162,000 quarter? Here's how you can check if your 1972 quarter is worth big money. Examine the front for doubling. Look at Liberty and In God We Trust. If the letters appear doubled or overlapping, you may have a rare DDO error. Inspect the edge. A regular quarter has a copper-colored strip along the edge. If your 1972 quarter has a solid silver edge, it may be struck on a rare silver planchet. Check for off-center designs. If the coin's design looks shifted or misaligned, you might have an off-center strike error. Weigh the coin. Silver quarters from transitional errors weigh 6.25 grams, while regular quarters weigh 5.67 grams. Why are these quarters so valuable? Rarity. Errors like double dies, off-center strikes, and transitional planchets are extremely rare. Collector demand. Coin collectors pay high prices for unique and rare minting mistakes. Historical value. Error coins represent unique moments in minting history, making them highly desirable. Could one be hiding in your loose change? Here's the exciting part. These valuable 1972 quarters are still out there. They could be sitting in your spare change, old coin jars, or even tucked away in a drawer. Next time you come across a 1972 quarter, take a closer look. You could be holding a $162,000 treasure. Top 3. Imagine holding a simple 2005 USA quarter in your hand, something you'd easily overlook. But what if I told you it could be worth a jaw-dropping $122,000? That's right, a rare 2005 quarter recently sold for that incredible amount. I end this video. I'm going to break down exactly why certain 2005 quarters are so valuable, what errors to look for, and how you could spot one that could make you rich. Don't skip this. You could be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. Why is a 2005 quarter worth $122,000? At first glance, the 2005 quarter might seem like just another piece of pocket change. But some of these coins were minted with rare errors and special features that have collectors willing to pay top dollar. One of these rare coins recently sold for $122,000. Here's what makes them so valuable. Key minting errors that boost the value. 1. Double die obverse. DDO, one of the most sought-after errors in the 2005 quarter series is the double die obverse. This happens when the coin's design is struck twice by the minting press, causing doubling in the letters or numbers. Look closely at the words Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 2005, that if you spot shadowing or overlapping, you might have a coin worth thousands, too. Misprint or off-center strike. Some 2005 quarters were struck off-center, leading to a noticeable shift in the design. The more off-center the coin, the more valuable it is. Quarters with designs that are 40% to 60% off-center can fetch huge prices. Point 3. Silver planchet error. This is a rare error where a 2005 quarter is mistakenly struck on a silver planchet instead of the standard copper-nickel clad. To identify this error, weigh the coin. A silver quarter weighs 6.25 grams, while regular quarters weigh 5.67 grams. Look at the edge. If the quarter lacks the copper band and appears fully silver, it might be a rare silver strike. Point 4. Spitting eagle error. West Virginia quarter, one of the most famous errors from the 2005 series, is known as the spitting eagle. On some West Virginia state quarters, a small die crack creates the appearance of the eagle spitting. Although subtle, this error can increase the coin's value significantly, especially in higher grades. The $122,000 quarter, a shocking auction sale at a recent auction. A rare 2005 quarter featuring a combination of mint errors and near-perfect condition sold for $122,000. Collectors were eager to add this unique piece to their collections, driving the price sky high. How to identify a $122,000 quarter? Here's how you can check if your 2005 quarter is hiding a fortune. Examine the lettering. Look closely at the words Liberty and In God We Trust. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling or unusual marks. Inspect the edge. A normal 2005 quarter has a copper stripe along the edge that if your quarter has a solid silver edge, you may have a silver planchet error. Check for off-center strikes. Coins with misaligned designs can be worth thousands, depending on the degree of the error. Weigh the coin. Use a small scale to weigh the quarter. Anything heavier than 5.67 grams might indicate a rare silver error. Why are these quarters so valuable? Scarcity of errors. Rare errors like double dies, misprints, and silver planchets make these coins highly desirable. Collector demand. Coin collectors love adding unique minting mistakes to their collections, which drives up the price. Historical value. Error coins tell fascinating stories of minting mishaps, making them part of numismatic history. Could you have one in your collection? These valuable 2005 quarters are still in circulation today. They could be sitting in your loose change, old jars, or even in your wallet right now. Next time you handle a 2005 quarter, take a closer look. You could be holding a coin worth $122,000. Top 4. Imagine finding a simple 2021 USA quarter in your pocket and realizing it could be worth $23,000. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, rare minting errors and collector demand have made some 2021 quarters highly valuable. That I end this video. I'll show you exactly what to look for, how to identify valuable errors, and why one of these quarters recently sold for an incredible $23,000. Don't miss out. Your spare change might be hiding a small fortune. Why is a 2021 quarter worth $23,000? Most 2021 quarters are worth just 25 cents. But a select few with minting errors and special conditions have fetched thousands at auctions. Point 1. Rare 2021 quarter was recently sold for $23,000. Let me explain why. Key minting errors that make 2021 quarters valuable. 1. Die crack error. The ghost line. Some 2021 quarters feature a die crack, a line that appears like a small scratch or raised mark on the coin than on certain coins. This crack appears near Washington's mouth or the eagle's wing, giving it a distinctive look. Collectors call it the ghost line, and this error can drive the coin's value up to thousands of dollars. Point 2. Off-center strike quarters that are struck off-center, where part of the design is shifted, are highly collectible. If the design is 20% to 50% off-center, it can dramatically increase the coin's worth. The more visible the error, the more valuable the coin. Point 3. Double die obverse (DDO). One of the most famous and valuable errors is the double die obverse. This occurs when the coin's front design is struck twice, creating a doubling effect on the letters and numbers. Look closely at Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 2021 that a visible doubling can push the value of the coin up to tens of thousands of dollars. Point 4. Retained collar error in some cases. 2021 quarters were struck with part of the collar still in place, causing a distorted or partially flattened edge. This unusual minting error makes the coin highly desirable to collectors. The $23,000 quarter. A record auction sale, a 2021 quarter featuring a rare combination of die crack errors and pristine condition, was recently sold for $23,000. That it's proof that even modern coins can hold tremendous value. How to identify a $23,000 quarter? Here's how you can. Check if your 2021 quarter is worth big money. Examine the coin's surface. Look for unusual lines, cracks, or imperfections on both sides of the coin. Pay attention to any ghost-like cracks near Washington's mouth or head. Check for doubling. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the letters and numbers. That if you notice any shadowing or doubling, your coin might be extremely valuable. Inspect the edge. A standard 2021 quarter has a copper stripe on the edge. That if the edge appears flattened, missing, or oddly shaped, this could indicate a retained collar error. Look for off-center designs. Compare your quarter to a normal one. If the design is significantly shifted or misaligned, this could mean you have an off-center strike, a valuable error. Why are these quarters so valuable? Rarity. Errors like die cracks and off-center strikes are rare, making them highly collectible. Collector demand. Modern error coins are highly sought after, and collectors are willing to pay a premium. Unique minting process. Even with advanced technology, mistakes can happen, and that's what makes these coins special. Could you have one of these quarters? These valuable 2021 quarters are still in circulation, meaning one could be hiding in your pocket, car, or coin jar. Next time you come across a 2021 quarter, take a closer look. You could be holding a coin worth $23,000. Don't miss out on future valuable finds. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more coin hunting tips. Your next find could be worth life-changing money. Happy coin collecting!